Welcome back to Learn English with Wania. This is day 2 of our 40 Days English Story Challenge. Here, you improve your English by listening to meaningful stories. So stay with us, listen till the end, and let's improve our English together. Let's get started.
In a quiet town where people returned home before sunset, there was a small house at the end of a narrow road. The house was old, its walls were pale, its windows were small. But every night, one thing made that house different. A single light stayed on. No matter the weather, no matter the season, no matter how late it was, the light was always on. People noticed it. Some were curious, some ignored it, some whispered stories. They said an old man lived there. They said he rarely spoke. They said he had no family. And yet, every night, the light stayed on. The man's name was Ethan. Ethan woke up every morning before the sun, not because he had work, not because he was busy, but because his body had learned loneliness. He made his tea slowly. He sat near the window. He watched people pass by. Children walking to school, shopkeepers opening shutters, life moving forward. Ethan never rushed. He had rushed enough in his younger days. Years ago, Ethan was known as a man full of plans. He believed life rewarded effort quickly. He believed goodness was always returned. He believed people stayed. He worked hard. He trusted deeply. He loved openly. And slowly, life taught him otherwise. A business failed. Friends disappeared. A promise was broken. And one day, without warning, the house became quiet. Too quiet. At first, Ethan tried to fill the silence. He turned on the television, he kept the radio playing, he stayed outside longer than needed. But silence has a way of waiting. Eventually, it finds you. One evening, during heavy rain, there was a knock on his door. Ethan hesitated. No one knocked on his door anymore. He opened it slowly. A boy stood there, soaked, shivering, lost. "My bus left," the boy said softly. "I didn't know where else to go." Ethan looked at the rain, then at the boy. Then he stepped aside. "Come in," he said. The boy's name was Leo. He was quiet at first. He sat near the heater. He held his bag tightly. Ethan gave him tea, then soup. They sat in silence. But this silence was different. It wasn't heavy, it wasn't empty, it was shared. After some time, Leo asked, "Why do you keep the light on every night?" Ethan smiled faintly. "I'll tell you someday," he said. Leo stayed the night. In the morning, Ethan helped him call his family. Before leaving, Leo looked back at the house. "Thank you," he said. "You didn't have to help me." Ethan replied, "I know." That night, Ethan turned the light on again, but something felt lighter. Days passed, weeks passed, and then someone else knocked. A woman whose car had broken down, a delivery man caught in a storm, a neighbor who needed a phone call. Ethan never asked many questions. He simply opened the door. The house slowly filled with footsteps, voices, short conversations, and always the light stayed on. People began to understand. That light was not for Ethan. It was for anyone who needed to know they were not alone. One evening, a young girl stood outside the gate. She didn't knock. She just stood there, staring at the light. Ethan noticed her and stepped out. "Are you okay?" he asked. She shook her head. "I feel lost," she said. "I don't know what I'm doing with my life." Ethan didn't give advice. He opened the door. Inside, she cried, she talked, she breathed. When she left, she said, "You didn't fix my problems." Ethan smiled gently. "I wasn't trying to. I just didn't let you face them alone." That night, Ethan sat by the window longer than usual. He realized something. Life had taken many things from him, but it had left him with one powerful choice: to close his door or to open it. Years later, The town changed. New roads, new buildings, new people. But the light at the end of the narrow road stayed the same. Children grew up hearing stories about it. That house helps people. That light means safety. One winter night, the light did not turn on. People noticed immediately. Someone knocked. No answer. They opened the door. Ethan was gone. Peacefully, but the house was warm. And on the table there was a note. It read, "I once believed the world needed to be fair for me to be kind. I was wrong. Kindness is not a reward. It is a responsibility. If this light helped you find your way even once, then my life was not empty. Keep the light on." The town did. They kept the house open. They kept the light on. And long after Ethan was gone, people still found their way because one man chose not to turn the darkness away. Moral of the story: you don't always change the world by being loud. Sometimes you change it by leaving the light on.
Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's story and learned something meaningful from it. This was day 2 of our 40 Days English Story Challenge. If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next story. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.